my channel, Queeny KB. I'm so happy that you have joined me. So yeah, welcome back to episode 2 of my wedding planning series. And I trust that you had a chance to check out the first episode and that you had enjoyed it. And that is why you are here now. If you are new to my channel, welcome. I'm so happy to have you here with me. And you are now a royal. I'm Kadeen, Queeny KB, and in this series, I will be giving you advice on how to plan your own wedding. And in each episode, I will be giving you some wedding fun facts. So please stay till the end of each video to hear about that. As you would have seen in the title of this video, I will be presenting you with 7 things that you need to be able to do proper wedding planning. Let me tell you, if you don't have these things, it don't make no sense you go get married. Don't make any sense you have any wedding, right? These are things that you must not do without. Like if you don't have them, it don't make any sense you go and plan any wedding, because it's not a wedding you're planning. It's not anything important you're planning. These things will help you to be efficient, effective, and on your way to having a beautiful wedding. So stay tuned. You will need a man. Now, you will need a partner, right? Because I'm not only talking to ladies here, but you'll need a partner, one that is bringing out the best in you. That person must be your person. And no, I'm not going to counsel you right now to let you know the type of partners that you should be looking for, but that person is one that you would want to do life with, because as you may know, getting married is in hopes of spending the rest of your life with that special someone. And that is the reason for counseling services, or let me say premarital counseling. And we will definitely be touching on that in a future episode. You want to know that you are bringing good things to the table, right? Because of course you're expecting that from the other person. And hopefully you are not bringing the table, bringing the furniture polish, bringing the chairs, bringing the tablecloths, and all of these things, right? So once you have a good partner and you both have decided, you know what, we're gonna do life together, let's get married, you need to start doing your wedding planning, all right? Next, you need a budget. This is like a curse word for many persons. This had scared me when I was doing my own wedding planning. And so I know that it is quite daunting when you think about budgeting, but this is absolutely necessary. You will be way over your head if you do not have proper wedding planning budgets. And whether you have $10, $100, $1,000, or you go $10,000, $100,000 or $1 million, you still need a budget. It really does not depend on how much money you have. Once you have money, then you need a budget. And of course, you need money, right? You definitely need money, because unless you're just gonna do, unless everybody in your friends and family have these resources that you're gonna need to do your wedding, then well, kudos to you. I'm so excited for you and I wish you all the best. Make sure that you know, write on paper, say they're giving it to you for free. But for the rest of us who don't really have all of the links here and there, we still have to put aside some amount of money to get the job done, because we unfortunately cannot do it all by ourselves. Budgeting is allocating costs to different aspects of what you're planning for, right? So wedding planning budget, putting aside money to various aspects of your wedding. And your wedding budget will be affected by many factors that we will definitely cover throughout this series. The style of your wedding. Is it going to be formal or informal? A 6-course meal is clearly more expensive than hors d'oeuvres, right? Or a cocktail reception. You have to think about all of these things. Another factor that affects your budget is the guest list. And yes, we will be covering that. I can't wait for that, but yeah, the guest list. The guest list affects so many things in your wedding because, of course, the guest list is a list with all the guests, and from that list you can understand the number of guests that you will be having, the type of guests that you will be having, type meaning the age group and so on. And that information, it's going to affect your decor, it's going to affect your menu, catering, it's going to affect the location that you select, the date and time of your wedding, so many things your guest list affects, and then that in turn affects your budget. Get it? Date and time. Now this includes the season. You want to have an evening reception versus a lunchtime, cocktail reception. The evening reception, you are going to think about having chairs and the tables because persons are going to be sitting down to have a meal. Now, persons are going to be sitting down, you're going to need to entertain them. You are going to need a nice decorated space. You're going to need lights. You're going to need music. You're going to need space, the space itself. So all of that is affecting your budget, right? And depending on the season that you're getting married, it's going to affect the cost to rent a space, because some spaces, a lot of persons don't know this, some spaces, for example, the villas, their costs fluctuate based on the season. You have a high demand season, have a Christmas season, stuff like that will affect your budget. And of course, the venue itself will affect your budget. Now, these are all things that you need to take into consideration. You can have other persons, chip in here and there, but everything you need to have it recorded so that you can be following a budget system and having everything in place and knowing the necessary steps to take to stick to that budget. Before I go to the next point, I just want to say, you need the money. I had mentioned that before, but you need money. And if you don't have money or you don't have enough money based on your budget, then you are going to decide if you want to save and or borrow money or invest. You are going to need an official email. Now, I'm not telling you to go back in Gmail and formulate a new email. You can do that. You can create a couple's email, with both your first names or, whatever cute name you call yourself or the last name. You can do an email like that, or you just check to see that the email that you are currently using is official. Now, a lot of us, we had emails like Queeny KB or King Jeffrey or the girls them Sugar or I don't know, right? But you want persons to take you seriously. And certain emails, when you get them, when we get certain emails, you're looking at them like, is this person serious? Like, really? Persons are sending emails from their work email addresses. And I know that the culture is different throughout countries, but I feel that it makes better sense to just go ahead and create a nice official email for the both of you, or just to use your official email that you were using. Make sure that you have all the information going to and from that email address. Now, this is particularly important because you want to ensure that everything you have is in black and white. You want to ensure that everything you have is in black and white. And this is what saved me. I'm going to explain that in another episode, but this is what saved me days before the wedding with one of my vendors who failed to remember that I had, made an order for something. Luckily, I had the information in an email, right? And it was very official, very straightforward. And so that person just had to comply because, yeah. The next thing that you need, and I'm like that because it's something that a lot of persons just don't have a clue. Guys, ladies, you need to have an idea. You must have an idea of what you want to do you know, even if you weren't one of the persons who, you know, sat down and daydreamed, you must have an idea. You must know what you like and you must know what you don't like. So you must have an idea of your wedding style. You must have an idea of the colors that you like, what you want to wear, what you want to see on tables, what you want to see on chairs, where you want your guests to sit down. Do you want them to sit down? Stuff like that. You need to be considering before you go out and send an email from that official email. So don't go and contact a vendor, for example, the baker, and be like, I want a cake. I want a nice big cake for the wedding. What are you talking about? What flavors do you like? What flavors don't you like? Right? And then that person will be able to send you suggestions. They will be able to give you ideas of what you may not be thinking about, but you cannot go to them with a blank slate. Come on, it's your wedding. It's not theirs. It's your wedding. And if you are not careful, you are going to end up having a wedding that is someone else's. Really, that's what's gonna happen to you. So you're sending that email, you're making that first contact. You want to come off as you know what you're about. Yes, you may not know every single detail, you may not know the lingo, you may not know the verbiage, but you don't want to come off as lazy, you don't want to come off as ditzy, as careless, like it's your wedding. It's not their wedding. I'd like to take this time now to tell you all, planning your own wedding, you're gonna need to do some research. You need to do some research. That will help to spark ideas as well. So this will bring me into the next point, which is you need a Pinterest board, you need Google Photos, you need some amount of information put in one place that you can easily retrieve and that you can easily share, so that your vendors, anybody who will be participating in your wedding, or anybody who will be assisting you or providing some item or service for your wedding, they will be able to understand, right? I remember when I just got engaged, I always knew about Pinterest, but I really wasn't interested. And when I got engaged, my friend Stuart, she sent me the Pinterest link and she said, hey, go ahead and create a board. And that was what really helped me with my wedding planning. All I did, I went on, I searched through, I looked at some photos, and I just pinned. And Pinterest also sends you other information based on what you have pinned, right, on your own board. Then having your information in one place brings me to the next point. You need a planner, not the person now, you know. You need a book. You need a notepad, not just a one piece of paper you're going to jot down something. No, you need something that is dedicated to planning your wedding. I have one, and it is very, you know, you can go back to it anytime. I can go back and actually look through the details, and I am actually able to help you, to help my other friends, because I had things written down. And you know, anything that came to mind, I wrote it in my book. You may not have a book. You need an online planner. They have those resources available online, of course, right? So you need something where you can store all of your information, whether you're going to write it or you're going to upload it, whatever you're going to do, make sure that you have your information in one place. This is my wedding planner. This is my wedding planner. Yes, it's well used, as you can see, and it has, see that? It has so much information, like this is from when I went to bridal expos. I went to a whole lot of stuff, and so I just collected information from vendors. I have my wedding contact list. Oh my gosh, Like I had all of that there. Let me see what else I had. I have contracts. I have so many stuff. I have packages and costs. I even have a folder in there with information that I use on the day off. Yup. See, I have my wedding timeline, and I also have my guest lists, right? Can't show the people them number and things, but I have so much information that was really necessary, and they are literally still at my fingertips. And I have notes. I made lists upon lists upon, oh my god, I'm getting a list from that. But yeah, make sure you have your planner, guys. And last, but trust me, this is not at all least, you need help. You need support. I'm not talking about you're just going to select a bridal party and ask for help. No. You need to reach out to professionals in the industry. If you have a friend who works in the industry, or if you have a friend or family member who is married and they went through that whole process, then you reach out to that person. And of course, if you have a trusted individual that you can talk to, any situations that you come upon during your wedding planning, you need to have those persons nearby. You need to have their phone numbers ready. You need for you keep them close, because you're going to need them not only to garner information, but you're going to need them for your peace of mind. Right? And I know a lot of brides, you are the ones who are really hands-on, planning everything, but you also need to let your fiance know that you need his support. Even if he's not going to have much say in stuff, he needs to let you know that he understands and appreciates that you are doing all of this. And after a day of planning, after coming off the phone, then he can be there to alleviate whatever stress that may come upon you, because it is really a stressful period. But the stress does not have to last. It can be a joyful one, and once you have that support system, then you are just gonna be going, passing the steps, right? Thank you for staying to the end of this video. I trust that you learned a lot and that you also learned something new. Fun fact, 68% of brides in a survey stated that they did not hire help to plan their wedding. And 3% of them said that they did not hire the help, but they wish they had. No, wedding planning can be stressful. It can also be fun. Please comment and let me know what is making you so apprehensive to planning your own wedding, or what have you been enjoying so far about the process, and what have been stressing you out. Let me know down there in the comments. Thank you for staying. Remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe Queeny KB channel, and come back for the next episode. See you soon.